It's that little gay talk show, y'all. It's time for y'all to dance. Dance, I say. Little gay talk show. Hey, y'all. It's Joel Tatum. It's that little gay talk show. I am your host, of course, Joel Tatum, and we are in quarantine. Yay! We're in quarantine. I'm doing a little bit of stuff on Facebook Live. Hey, everybody on Facebook Live. I am Joel Tatum, your host of That Little Gay Talk Show. I know I've said it twice, but I say it twice to be nice. So we're going to start the show with a little bit of, hey, I've got one of those little, I'm sorry, I'm going to take my glasses off. Got one of those little filters going on where I got rollers in my hair on Facebook Live. So, hey, everybody on Facebook Live, this is exactly how everybody is right now. Rollers in the hair, that kind of thing. So, let's start by saying that for those of you who are watching on Facebook Live, you're only going to get maybe 15, 20 minutes of the show here. The rest of the show you have to come listen to on Spreaker at thatlittlegaytalkshow.com. So, or That Little Gay Talk Show on Spreaker. Sorry. So you can listen to the rest of the episode on there. In the meantime, let's get started. I want to say to everyone out there, I know what it's like. Rollers in the hair, finishing, don't know what day it is, don't know where to start, this and that. You know, it took me, I have not brushed my teeth in 3 days. It took me the other night to realize, hey, Joel, after having a dinner that I made, of course, and looking at my teeth and taking a bite of something, and I realized, oh my God, when was the last time I brushed my teeth? I didn't even, first of all, who knows what day it is? If you know what day it is, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you know what day it is, because a lot of people do not know what day it is. They just don't know what day it is. So, oh, good Lord. I'm going to also share this to a group. I don't know what group to share it to. So I'm like I said, I'm doing one of those filters while I got rollers in my hair. I look so cute. Y'all should see me. I look so cute. And if you're on my Facebook page, Joel Tatum, by the way, if you're on my Facebook page, you can see what is going on here. Little lipstick. One of those transformation videos. I feel like I need to get one of those little brushes and just brush it up against the screen and come out looking like something. But then I looked at my closet and went, wait a minute, I don't have anything to wear. What am I going to wear? If I did one of those transformation videos where I came out like in just pajamas and a t-shirt, or if even I came out in a t-shirt and a pair of underwear and tried to transform into something, transform into this hot guy, I wouldn't even know what in my closet would make me even look remotely hot for one of those And trust me, y'all have seen those transformation videos 1,000 times. You know, here's the thing. I love the fact that everybody's being creative. When you have nothing to do, when you're literally sitting around the house with nothing to do and you decide to make a video on Facebook, let me tell you something. I know it could be a little rough. I know it can be a little hard. And I love those videos with the music in the background and everything else, where you start off looking bad and then you brush up or something or put a head against something or anything else, and then you end up looking like super fantastic or what have you. You know, once again, if I did that, I would just look worse. I swear to God, I would just look worse. I'd go from wearing t-shirt and pajamas to I have no idea. Having black on my teeth and maybe having 5 teeth in my mouth and hair all over the place and everything else. I have no idea what that would look like. Uh, that's where I'm at right now when it comes to this whole quarantine thing. This week I decided to go a little lighter. I know we've been super heavy on coronavirus news and everything else and slamming government and all this other stuff, but I realized something. There are a lot of videos that do that. There are a lot of videos, and everybody keeps sending me all these videos with all this stuff. I got an interesting video about how 5G might have something to do with coronavirus. Let me tell y'all something. Throw those videos away. Those videos are ridiculous. Throw them away. 5G has not... I'm sorry. 1G didn't have anything to do with anything. 2, 3, or 4 didn't have anything to do with anything. And now 5G is the reason why we have coronavirus right now. Are you serious? Are you serious? No, that's not. If that were the case, there'd be a lot of coronavirus going up in my house because I have 5G. I have Verizon 5G. Now, once again, I do not do endorsements unless I'm getting paid. And since I'm not getting paid, I do have Verizon 5G in my house. Got it, about 4 or 5 months ago. Best investment I ever made. And I would not take it back for anything else. Interesting thing about Verizon 5G. I got a phone call, I think last week. And one of the tech people, this is Verizon. One of the tech people called and said, "Hey, you realize that you have been only getting 4G since December 2nd." And I'm like, "Wait a minute. A tech person is calling to tell me that? Why is a tech person calling?" Now, I had to call Verizon because I wasn't sure. You get all these crazy phone calls. Y'all, I know. Y'all are getting crazy email, crazy phone calls about all kinds of government deal. The government is doing this and blah, 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 blah. And you don't know where to turn to or what have you. I know a lot of y'all are having a hard time with paying bills. I know a lot of y'all are trying to find grants and all this stuff to help you with your bills and stuff. Y'all, please be careful about sending your information out there. That's one of the things that I'm starting to slowly learn is do not put your personal information out there. There are a lot of scam artists out there right now who are having a good time with this whole thing. They are really having a good time because this is the easiest everybody's vulnerable. Everybody's tired. Everybody's weak. I need everybody out there to first of all understand this. Take a breath. Take a breath. Everybody take a breath. You are probably, now me, I am in the luckiest situation ever. It's just me. If anybody's going to drive me crazy, it's me and only me. So I'm in one of the luckiest situations ever because I don't have to worry about anybody else. But for those of you who might have a husband or a wife, for those of you who might have a husband and wife and some kids, for those of you who might have roommates or what have you going on, take a breath. Everybody. In fact, let me ask everyone out there. Take a breath. Everybody. Deep breaths. Oh, we're going to make it through this. We're going to make it through this. We're going to make it through this. Take another deep breath. Oh, y'all starting to get on my nerves. Y'all starting to get on my nerves. Y'all starting to get on my nerves. One more deep breath. I might have to start killing people. Might start having to killing everybody in my house. Start having to kill everybody in my house. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. All those people, find a quiet spot. Find a closet. Find any place, a pantry. Find the laundry room. Find a quiet spot where you can just read a book or take a breath. And by the way, for all of you out there, I know that we have all kinds of technology. We have tablets, we have phones, we have our computers, we have our laptops, we have all this stuff. So we can easily turn to media and everything else to kind of take care of us for a little bit. But here's what happens after a few days. Your brain goes, I don't want to I don't want to do this anymore. No, I don't want to read any more about this and that. I'm tired. I am tired. I don't want to do any of this anymore. Can we take a break? Take a break. Put all that technology down for a minute, for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, for 20 minutes, for 30 minutes. Put it all down. Put it all down. Have some quiet time. Find a place in your abode, even if you're living with look, I know a lot of my friends have kids, and I know, and small kids. It's one thing when you have big kids, because big kids, you can say, you know what? Get your motherfucking ass out of my face. And by the way, if you're a parent, curse words. If you told your kid don't use curse words, we are now almost a month into this. You are now using curse words. And it's okay. Don't cry. Don't get upset. Don't go, oh, I'm a bad parent. We are in a situation where we have never been alone with each other, except maybe in the olden days. Y'all remember when you read history and all these people are living in the cabin? There'd be 9 people living in the cabin, in a 1-bedroom cabin, and they all sleeping in the same bed, and they all go out to work at the same time. I mean, we're not living in those days anymore. We developed technology so we can get away from each other, so we didn't have to speak. No, living 9 people in the bed, and all y'all talking, from the littlest kid all the way on up, all y'all talking, all y'all trying to get sleep, all y'all trying to find a little bit of a blanket to get comfortable. No, those days, that was a long time ago. Now here we are back to that again, which, by the way, if y'all all sleeping in the same bed, good for you. Good for you. If you're a big old family with 9 kids and y'all all sleeping in the same bed, good for you. We are all different now. It's a different world. Everybody's doing their own thing. Y'all just have a good time doing that. But I'm going to tell you right now, I know y'all sick of each other. I know everybody who lives with other people, whether they be man and wife, man and man, woman and woman, whether y'all have kids, roommates, or what have you. I know y'all sick of each other. I know you are sick of each other. And for those of you who are essential workers, and I don't mean no harm when I say this to essential workers, y'all would probably rather be out there risking your lives than sometimes being at home. I get it. I know. I get it. It's not, like I said, I don't mean no harm. I honestly do not mean no harm, but y'all would rather be out there risking your lives than another minute dealing with little Johnny, who you came into the kitchen and was covered in peanut butter, or your husband who's walking around in this underwear again, and you looking at him like, are you going to put on some clean underwear? I mean, you've been walking around in that underwear for 5 days. You've been walking around in the same, because we're men. Let me, as a single man, let me tell you something. I, too, have been walking around in the same pair of underwear for the last 5 days. I literally had to look at myself and go, okay, yeah, you don't even want to know what's going on when in this underwear, you don't want to know. As a single man, you do not want to know. Trust me, you don't want to know. So for all you people out there who have husbands who are walking around, who have been walking around in the same pair of underwear for the ladies, I have heard the stories of your men walking around in underwear till they literally down to the band. Y'all better get ready for that, because that's just the way they are going to wear their underwear down to the band. There's going to be more track stains in the back than NASCAR. I swear to God, you're going to see more skid marks than NASCAR. I swear to God. So trust me, as a single man when I literally had to, when I went into the bathroom one day and was like, oh, Joel, these used to be your sexy, sexy boxers. Now they just, oh my God, what happened? What happened? Good Lord. Hand washing. I had to throw them away because hand washing just wasn't working anymore. And let me give you a little, what's the 411 on my foolishness. Now I've been waiting for my, unemployment to come in for the last 2 weeks. I had to wait 2 weeks for unemployment to come in. And basically I hadn't paid bill one. I barely had food in the house. I had to beg, borrow, and steal money from my friends. And for those friends who helped me out, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. I had when I was let go in March, I had $50 in my pocket. I had $12 in the bank, and I had 19 boxes of to-go food in the refrigerator. So going to the grocery store before quarantine, I went to the grocery store once every 3 months. After quarantine, I'm at the grocery store at least twice a week. Oh my God, twice a week. Do you know what cooking is? I had to discover cooking. And by the way, I'm not a bad cook at all. I'm a pretty good cook, but my cooking was, had a rough week at work. Got my favorite bottle of wine, or even if things were good, got my little favorite bottle of bourbon and made myself a cocktail. Found my favorite TV show on Netflix or Hulu. Went to the store, bought a $25 steak, this thick. Picked out some very premium potatoes with some vegetables on the side. You know, got those little fancy little baby carrots and some fresh broccoli. And went in the kitchen, acting all bougie. I mean, just acting bougie. Went in the kitchen and just made myself a nice, lovely dinner. And then sit in front of the couch with a glass of wine or a nice bourbon and just watch TV and enjoy my day off, enjoy my weekend, whatever was going on. And that's what I did before coronavirus hit. So that's what I enjoyed. Now I wake up every day going, oh my God, I have to cook breakfast. What am I going to cook? I got to cook lunch. What am I going to cook? I got to cook dinner. My dishwasher, I think I use my dishwasher to sometimes wash my clothes back in the past. I mean, that's what I use my dishwasher for. I use my dishwasher to wash 3 glasses and a plate. That's what I use my dishwasher for. 3 glasses and a plate. Oh my Lord, my dishwasher is full. Let me wash dishes. Dishwasher liquid that lasted 9 months. That kind of thing. Because before quarantine, that was my life. And because I work in food service, I got up in the morning, I went to work, got some breakfast, did my thing, then had lunch at work. Then I would get out late, and then I'd be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to pick up some Chinese food at the little restaurant down the street from my house and watch a little bit of TV and go to bed. And that was my thing before quarantine. Before quarantine, that was my thing. Now it's every time, when I go to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, what have you, I got reamed by my friends because they're like, oh my God, why are you going to bed at 9:30 in the morning? What's wrong with you, girl? No, you don't do that. You need to be getting some regular sleep and all this other stuff. Let me ask y'all a question out there, and I'm going to ask that in Facebook land too. Who has gone to bed regular hours? Who goes to bed at 9 o'clock at night and gets up at 6 in the morning? Because you're not going anywhere. I mean, you're literally getting up. I'm getting up at 6. Time to get ready to go to the couch. That's when you getting up at 6 in the morning so you can go to the couch, so you can make some breakfast and go to the couch. For those of you who do have people in the house, it was probably cute the first couple of weeks. Y'all get up and make some fancy breakfast, and we can talk more. We'll get to know each other. We'll do all this other stuff. But after week 3 or 4, you're going, I hate every one of you that are sitting in this room. You're going to eat cereal, and that's what you're going to eat. Because I'm not, I'm done. I'm done. Are you going to put some, no, you're not putting on any clothes. Okay, I don't care. I really don't care. Everybody in the house is walking around in pajamas. You get out of bed, and what's the point? What's the point? Like I said, I didn't brush my teeth for 3 days. 3 days. I was sitting on the couch watching, what was I watching on TV that night? I think I might have been watching like Family Guy or something on Hulu. I can't remember. I'd already done the Tiger King thing. And let me tell you something. All this stuff on Facebook about Tiger King. I don't know why y'all celebrating these people. These are the most terrible people I have ever seen the most terrible human beings I have ever seen. This was the first time that I went, I think we deserve this pandemic. I mean, Netflix, you are raking it. If Netflix is doing anything, they raking it in. They are raking it in because they know we stuck in the house. They know we're stuck in the house. And they know we can't go anywhere. So we have to watch whatever they put out. And trust me, I have been through Netflix, and some of the stuff on Netflix, I wouldn't watch. If there was no quarantine, I don't think I would have watched Tiger King at all, to be quite honest. I don't even think I would have watched it. I think I would have went, oh, this looks like a Netflix thing. I'm going to just pass it on by and keep going. You know, I'm just going to pass it on by. But nope, I didn't have anything to do. And all my friends were like, you got to watch this show. You got to watch this show. You know, I wish I was a tiger who was smart enough to watch this show. Because if I don't watch this show, I would have I would have just ran out of the street and started eating human beings. That's what I would have done. I mean, literally would have done. There's 10,000 tigers here in the U.S. There's 4,000 in the wild. There are enough of them to do some serious damage. If all those tigers were released into the wild, there's enough to do some damage. And if this is what masculine, and you know, I found something out that's kind of weird when I was watching Tiger King. Before Tiger King, all these manly men who were like super manly men would go out and buy these tigers because it was a thing about being super masculine. I mean, super masculine men, boxers, maybe a couple of actors, those kind of people will go out and buy these tigers because they were like super masculine men. And we worship them because they're like, oh my God, if I were that man, I would go out and buy a tiger because I'm super masculine. Now I think, if that's what it means to be a man, I don't want. I'll take a cat, but I don't want. Why would I want a tiger? And by the way, and I've said this before, and I'll keep reminding y'all. If what is Siegfried and Roy didn't tell you or remind you what happens when you own a wild animal in your house, I have nothing else to tell you because they might be cute and cuddly when they're babies, but when they grow up, I don't want a pet that's bigger than me and could eat me at any given moment. I'm sorry, I do not. Dogs and cats are one thing. I even have a thing. Look, even snakes. I'm sorry. If you get something that's big enough that can swallow me whole in the middle of the night, and you want to call that a pet, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I honestly don't know what's wrong with people. So, anywho, like I said, I didn't want to talk too much coronavirus stuff. We are going to have a little bit of it because, you know, I have been seeing all kinds of stuff when it comes to, let me tell you why I brought up the idea of 5G in the house, because I've been watching these videos of all these people, and none of these people Not one of the videos that I have received is anybody that is of the scientific community. It's everybody who is not. Talking about how 5G is the reason why this virus is spreading and everything else. 5G. Now, like I said, I talked about that a little bit before because I have 5G in the house. And let me tell you something. There have been no side effects, except for, here's the one big side effect. I've been paying for 5G for the last few months. I only got 4. And I had to call the company and tell them I'm not paying $70 a month for 4G. Oh, you better put my 5G back in the house. So they are going to take care of that when all this stuff is done. And I'll be back up to 5G again. And this might be a thing for me because I can always tell people, I got 5G in the house. I don't think you want to come in my house. I got 5G. I'm going to put that on my door to make sure that I don't get broken in or anything. This house is a 5G house. Coronavirus. So, yep. So, anywho, like I said, I'm only going to do a little bit of this on Facebook. So you're only going to get a little bit of this. The rest of this is going to go on my podcast, That Little Gay Talk Show. You have to listen on Spreaker or any other podcast stations that I have. I have a ton of podcast stations. We're on a ton of podcast stations. So you're only going to get 30 minutes of this on here. And I want to say hello to everyone out there who is sending me text messages from, let me see who's sending me text, who is from Ryan to Jeremy to Amanda to James. Y'all have my love. Thank you for watching what's going on and seeing me in my little curlers, rolling my hair. Cause I have had to do my hair, recently. This beard is just outrageous. I've now had this beard now for three weeks. Can I tell y'all something right now? How many people out there are realizing that it's only been 3 or 4 weeks? It hasn't been 6 months because it feels like 6 months. I feel like that I have been in the house for 6 months. I mean, I really feel like that it feels like it's been months since all this stuff happened. And this stuff started happening March 17th. March 17th is when I got laid off from work. And here we are, and it's April 15th, 16th. It hasn't even been a month. Couple of days, it'll be a month. It's been 1 month since this stuff started happening. And for some of y'all might not have gotten laid off until a little bit later. Some of y'all might have had jobs where they kept you there for a little while longer. Some of you who are still working in restaurants, but mostly in the kitchen, a couple of you working the front counter, maybe a manager or two, y'all still working a little bit, trying to keep your business going. And by the way, I'm going to say this. I've said this, and I will keep saying this on every episode that I will have while this stuff is going on. For all you people working at the grocery store, thank you. But after this is over, y'all need to demand health insurance and a raise. For all you people who are working in fast food, who are making my tacos from Taco Bell, or who are making my double cheeseburger from Jack in the Box, who are giving me my quarter pounder with cheese at McDonald's. As soon as this shit is over with, march out in the streets. Y'all need to get y'all some. That's what y'all need to be doing. All you people working at Whataburger, and Whataburger is a big thing in Texas. Everybody is about Whataburger. I'm not going to say anything about Whataburger. It's not one of my favorite places. But all you people working at Whataburger, y'all need to march out in the streets. Get you some. Because y'all working through all of this, y'all having to deal with crazy ass customers coming up there. Y'all have to deal with crazy. And then, look, it was crazy enough before all this stuff was people coming in at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, drunk off their asses, wanting this and that, wanting ridiculous shit. And now y'all getting that 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day and working in fast food. $15, $20 an hour. Y'all need to get it. So anybody who told y'all that y'all didn't deserve it, Any of these people who are like, oh, they work at fast food. As soon as this shit is over with, you want your money and you want your benefits. You need to talk to these companies and tell them, because they making billions. They still, McDonald's, Burger King, all these Chick-fil-A, all these restaurants are still making buku money off the backs of you, asking you to come in at ridiculous hours. Well, maybe not Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at least gives you Sunday off, but Chick-fil-A has their own thing. I'm not even going to talk about Chick-fil-A, but y'all working ridiculous hours, sometimes till late in the morning. Y'all need to get your shit. That is the thing. Get your shit. I'm literally telling you out there in fast food, get your shit, because this is ridiculous. Y'all out there y'all working too hard, and I appreciate the fact that I can call DoorDash or what have you to get my food when I need to get when I have my cravings. Now, I've been cooking a lot. Oh my God, I've been cooking so much. I'm tired of cooking. I can't tell y'all. I'm so tired of cooking. Oh my God, I want to cry off camera. Oh my God, I'm so tired of having to get up in the morning and look at and put ingredients together in a pan and hope to God that I followed the instructions correctly. It's tiring. Oh my God, I miss my white boxes. I so miss I have learned that I need a wok. If I want to cook the Chinese food that I really like, I'm going to have to, by the way, I've looked online at woks. If you want to cook some decent Chinese food, decent Asian food, you need a wok. You do need a wok. And I have been researching woks, and the cheapest wok I found online was $50. $50. Yes, sir. Yes. And I know that I could buy, you're not going to find a wok. You can find pots and pans at a dollar store, which, by the way, if you are buying pots and pans, I don't know what to tell you. All you young people, all you Gen Zs, and I know I've been there. I know what it's like to be young and starting out in the world, and you got your first place, you got a chair, a computer, and that's it. You got some ramen noodles. You got a cabinet full of ramen noodles. You're worried about paying rent. I know what it's like. I mean, I've been there. And so I don't want anybody to think that I'm making fun of the young people who was just starting out when all this stuff, nothing is worse than just starting out on your own. You moved out of your parents' house. You're about to get out in the world. You're like, oh my God, I'm out in the world. I got my own place. I don't have to live with my parents anymore. And then coronavirus hit, and then you had to move back in with your parents. You had to move back in with your parents because you couldn't afford to pay the bills anymore, because you didn't have any food in the house anymore. I feel for you. My God, I can't believe it. Everybody makes fun of young people so much. And I want to say this. Everybody makes fun of millennials. And y'all need to stop making fun of millennials. Millennials are in their 30s. They're raising kids. Millennials are in their 30s raising kids. Why are we still making fun of millennials? I don't get it. Why are we still doing it? It's like when millennials would make fun of boomers and then point at me and tell me I'm a boomer, and I'm like, no, I am not a boomer. I am not a boomer. Okay, boomers are like my parents. I'm not a boomer. I'm Gen X. Do not do that. And so, so I'm wondering why. And a lot of people who are on my Facebook page are millennial. They are millennials, but they're millennials. They have houses, they have careers, they have families, they have this and that. So I don't understand why we still making fun of millennials. Why are we saying that millennials are the But all the people who went to the beach during all this other stuff and calling them millennials, those were not millennials, baby. Those were Gen Z, and those were children. And, you know, children do stupid stuff. We were all children. We were all children. And, you know, we did we did stupid stuff when we were a kid, too. So these were kids just being stupid. So stop making fun of millennials. Millennials are in their 30s. Good Lord, millennials have gray hair now. A millennial woke up this morning and found a gray hair and nearly lost his shit. I'm telling you right now. Another millennial woke up and realized that that her birthing years were almost, no, stop making fun of millennials. They are already going through enough stuff as is. They woke up this morning and realized that they're not married. And some millennials out there realize they are living alone and not married, and they can't wait to get out of quarantine to marry the first person that comes along. Please, millennials, if I give you a little bit of advice, I know we all been held up. We all been held up in the house. We all have needs and urges, and we will take the first thing that. By the way, the first thing that comes along is not the first thing that you marry. The first thing that comes along only is supposed to satisfy whatever is going on down there. Just let it satisfy that and move on. Move on. Moving on up and out to the east side, whatever. When we all get out of, trust me, all of us single people I don't care if you're millennials all the way up to boomers. If you are single and going through all this stuff, I know you feeling urges and some needs and all kinds of stuff is twirling on down there. You have broken vibrators, fleshlights. You've gone through your 9th fleshlight. You have you've watched your 900th porn. And by the way, when you get too far into porn, it can get pretty dangerous, y'all. Pull it back, because y'all watching too much porn. When it gets to the point that y'all starting to go into dark web territory, pull it back. Start to use your imagination. Ooh, use your brain. Up in here is a brain. Use your imagination. When you were out jogging and you were 7 feet away from that little cute jogger that was, imagine that. Because you don't want to go down. And when you have spent an hour and a here is okay. I don't mean to do this, and we fixing to cut this off here on Facebook Live in a minute. And I don't mean no harm. So I'm gonna put my personal thing out here, and I feel bad, and I don't even know how I'm gonna be taken after this. But when you are in the mood, and you're like, you know what, I'm feeling myself, feeling good. I'm laying in bed. I feel like somebody's going to have a good time. One of these holds the phone, laptop, and the other one, you know what that holds. So, you know, when you're doing that and you have to go through 2 hours to find a porn, just get yourself off. 2 hours. I spent 2 hours just trying to find anything that would get the little man, well, get the man up and rising, so to speak. Yeah, that's when I realized, God damn it, I watched too much porn. That's when I realized that, God damn it, I'm literally, you know, I am going through porn like Siskel and Ebert. I swear to God, I am now a porn critic, because I will watch porn and go, you know, the lighting in that was not that great. I just, I don't know. I mean, they could have put a little bit more production work in that, or another where I'm like, yeah, oh my God, the acting is so terrible. Really? You expect me to believe that now I know what the delivery people are like when they really come over. And trust me, these are the scariest people on the planet. There is nothing scary than walking up to a front door and going, oh God, I don't know what's going to happen on the other side of that door. As soon as the other side of that door opens, things can happen. And I would like to see some of that fear in those kind of porn because that would be cute. But no, here's what I see. Hey, I'm here to deliver your pizza. Oh, well, I'm running a little low on cash. I don't know what to do. Well, I know a way to make up for it. Oh, do you? Wow, 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 wow. That's what happens in porn. It's not realistic. You know what's realistic? It's opening the front door with your pants down and having a delivery driver go, I'm calling the police. No. I'm not doing that. Now, I'm talking about the males. I know the female delivery drivers. God love you. I know y'all go through. Oh, my God. I know when you hear a man's voice, when you know that you're going to a house with a man, I know as a female delivery driver, you're probably going, oh, my God. I hope he's married. I hope he's got a girl. Please don't make me do this. This man. It's, oh, God. And I know I know you ladies have some stories. I know you have some stories. And I would love to hear those stories. Yeah, I know. Being a female delivery driver, I know that you just want to drop off the bag. This is where quarantining is probably good for female delivery drivers. Just drop it and run. Just drop it and run. Here's your pizza and take off running. I mean, I want to feel bad for male delivery drivers because I know that they've seen some shit too. I know they have seen some shit, but they haven't seen half the shit that female drivers, delivery people. No, anybody working who's delivering anything. If you are a female and delivering, I know y'all seen some shit. I know y'all have seen some shit, and oh Lord, I know that y'all have had to carry, all that stuff that they carry on the side. Have you ever seen the male people with the mace and all kinds of stuff on the side? That's not for dogs. That's for men. That is literally for heterosexual men because they just don't know what they're going to get when they, yeah, that's not for dogs. No, that's for heterosexual men. So that's what's going on. And like I said, I like the idea. I would love for porn to be more realistic when it came to that. So now I've become a super movie critic, and then I'll be like, oh my God. Oh, there's one. That's cute. I'll watch that. 3 minutes later, I'm done. Okay. I'm not really. I know I said 3 minutes. I know. And I'm not really giving myself credit, but let's face it. We're in quarantine. I just need to do it and get it over with. I get it done. It's just another, when I look at the list of things that are on my board of things that I need to do, masturbation is like, oh, let's go ahead and do that and get it done because I got other stuff to do. And other stuff to do is eating popcorn and watching TV. That's where masturbation ranks between eating popcorn and watching TV and cleaning out the pantry. That's where masturbation falls now. Masturbation used to be fun before all this stuff happened. Now it's like just another chore that you have to do just so you can get through the day. And I get it. I understand. I completely understand. I have gone a little over. Oh my God, I'm having some. Ooh. By the way, I just got my unemployment check. After 3 weeks, just got my unemployment check. Got a little money in the bank. Paid some bills. And the one thing that I haven't had in a while, and by the way, I want to tell y'all something. I've been working out. I've been taking care of, there's nothing to do. There's honestly nothing to do. And I was on YouTube, and on YouTube, I like to watch my cute little, I'm a comic book nerd, so I watch all these comic book stuff on YouTube. And I think I know more about comic books now than I've known in years. I watch all my movie stuff and everything else. And then I just happen to come across some workout videos, and I'm like, I could do that. 52-year-old man trying to do all these exercises performed by 25-year-old people. Do you realize how much in pain I wake up in I'm in pain every morning. But guess what? My stomach was flat. I swear to God, my stomach was 3 weeks. My stomach is flat, y'all. My stomach is. I wish I could just show y'all what's going on down there, because my stomach is. Well, it's not flat. It's still got a little bit of it's that flat where you still know that there's a little bit of fat there, but it's not like a beer belly anymore. My beer belly is gone, y'all. Oh, my beer belly is gone. I have never been happier. That little pregnant Buddha. Oh God, how much I hate it when people. Oh, you got a little Buddha belly there and blah. No, almost gone. It's almost gone. I can see my junk now. And I don't have to do this to look at it. I don't. I don't. No, I don't have to in the shower. When you're taking a shower and you're washing everything, and when you have a big belly and you have to go like this. Oh, and then you're like, oh, there it is. I was worried. I didn't know it was. Oh Lord. Oh my God. I was getting a little worried because I didn't see it like I normally see it. And, now I can see it. It's still, it's still peeking behind the building. It's still peeking behind the building. But at least, I can, now it's just oh, there it is. Hey, how you doing? You look good. Ooh, that curly hair. We're going to have to do something about that. Oh, is that gray? Oh my God. There's gray there. Yeah, I know. You have to, when you finally see it and you're like it's like reintroducing yourself to an old lover that you used to know, even though that old lover was somebody you literally were in bed with 20 minutes ago. Yeah, that's where it is. So, we're a little bit into the show. I'm going to have John Floyd on here in a little bit. He's going to talk politics. Yeah, because with all the stuff going on, that's where we would. Now, don't get me wrong. John Floyd is a great guy. He's a great friend, and he is going to have his own show here shortly. And trust me, it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. You're going to learn a lot of stuff from his show. But for me, politics, do I really want to do that? No, I'd rather wear curlers and put on makeup and just do no. I'm every time I'm looking at myself right now, I can see those big rollers in my hair, and I want to do like a big reveal. I want to have that weave that comes all the way down and my boobs all the way out, just low cut boobs all the way out, just doing my thing, and with this beard, with this, oh my God, I need to shave this beard. I need to shave this. I have let this beard grow for quite some time, and I have to tell you, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. Anywho, so we're going to take, I'm going to take a little bit of a break from the show. Now, if you want to listen to the podcast, it's that Little Gay Talk Show, on all your podcast networks. Don't ask me to sit here and tell you. And don't call me. Don't send me a text message going, well, what podcast network are you on? I'm on all of them, bitches. All of them. If you have Pandora, if you have Apple Pod, oh my God, I'm on all of them. iHeartRadio, Spreaker, all that crap. We're on all of that. You don't have to ask me. What you should be asking me is, hey, can I call in one time, or can I be on the show one time, or what have you? That's what you should be asking me. But asking me where my podcast is, there are 99 podcast networks out there. You will find that Little Gay Talk Show on one of them. So do not worry about that. So, yes, Amanda, I'm broadcasting live. Oh, no, the podcast, no. I'm not broadcasting the podcast live. The podcast is being recorded. I put the podcast out every Thursday at whatever time on Thursday. I'm gay and I'm black. Girl, I put the podcast out whenever I wake up on Thursday morning and go, okay, I feel like it. And that's that. But as far as the podcast go, No, it always goes out on Thursday, and I will get better at a time to put the podcast out. Now, I usually put it out on midnight so everybody can listen to it. But last week, I was like, I got into this really cute anime and on Netflix, No Game, No Life. Y'all need to watch that. That shit is the bomb. As well as Kakeguru. Need to watch that too. Kakeguru. I know I'm saying it wrong. And that's fine. If you've seen some of the titles for, oh my God, you've seen some of the titles for Japanese anime. Oh my God. The translations are, I know that Japanese to English translations can sometimes be interesting, to say the least. But but at least if you are into anime, and you know, I am an anime freak. I love me some anime. I love anime. And I have specific anime that I like. I've found that the anime community each and everybody has their own thing, and I respect that. But I have the animes that I like. So when I tell you, No Game, No Life, you need to watch that. It's cute. It's fun. You might be thrown off a little bit because the first couple of episodes I went, what is, but you know, Japanese people are understand that Japanese people are a little bit different when it comes to, how do I put this? Please don't ban me, Facebook, for saying this. But Japanese anime, when it comes to youth and sexuality sometimes, I just do this. Oh my God. I really would have liked this, but boobs. What is it with Japanese anime and boobs? Oh my God. There are a lot of lonely men in Japan. Obviously, the loneliest of lonely men. When you see some of the boob work that goes into Japanese anime, and as an anime fan, sometimes you have to get to the story, you have to ignore that. Or if they're really good at it, and there are some animes where they're really good at it, they actually make fun of it. So you really have to look around. But I'm going to tell y'all something. I have said this to everybody out there who loves anime. Kakeguru. I insist that you watch that. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Oh my God, I've gone an hour into the show. I said that I was only going to do 30 minutes on Facebook Live, and here I am almost an hour into the show. So in the last hour of the show, I'm going to have John Floyd on, and he's going to talk politics and stuff. If you want to hear that, you will hear it on the podcast, because I'm actually done as far as Facebook Live is concerned. So I'm actually done. I think y'all have heard enough of me doing the rambling on. I'm going to grab my bottle. See, here's my bottle. By the way, E&J brandy, the brandy for quarantining. Okay, if you want to, also good for napping. If you want to take a nap, if you are, enough of this will put you to sleep right away. You will sleep like a baby. I swear to God, I got a 2-hour nap from just drinking E&J brandy. So yeah, if you want to take a good nap, this is the brandy for you. If you want to do anything else, smoke weed, because that is delicious. All right, so we're going to take a break, and I'm going to say goodbye to everybody on Facebook Live. It's been fun. Amanda, of course, James, Ryan, all y'all have been fun. I know that. Let me scroll down the list here. Let me see if I left out anybody. Let me make sure, because it's Amanda. Oh, there's Ed and Salvador. There's Ryan and Jeremy. Ryan, by the way, Ryan, let me tell you something. London, you lucky bitch. You a lucky bitch, girl. You a lucky bitch. I saw that picture. You know what I'm talking. Ask London. No, London already knows too. I saw that picture, bitch. You a lucky girl. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye on Facebook Live. Y'all have a good, hey, Marcus. How you doing? I know, girl, the curls. I'm about to do one of those reveal videos, girl, with the little brush, where I come out with big boobs and a nice little black dress and a long weave, girl. I'm going to be looking good. That's what I'm doing right now. A little bit of lip. Got a little bit of a lip. You know what? This might be one of those little filters, but I realized something. Bitch can wear lipstick if she wanted to. I didn't think, because I have those full lips. I have some full lips, and I even when I did do drag, and that was for a minute, by the way, 2 minutes. I did drag for 2 minutes. I never wore lipstick because I felt like my lips were way too full. But now when I look, I'm like, you know what? Bitch can do lip. Bitch can do a lip. Can do a lip. Got a Kim Kardashian thing going on up here. So I'm going to let y'all go on Facebook Live. I'm going to finish out the rest of the show. And y'all have a good evening. Y'all get through your quarantines. One thing I want to tell y'all, if y'all are watching stuff on Facebook, and I know a lot of y'all are on Facebook a lot, go to Tuvi's Woodworking on Facebook Watch. He has some hilarious videos. And he's a friend of mine. He lives in McAllen, Texas. And he has a woodworking shop. By the way, if you need some cutting boards, or if you need some work done, some new cabinets or what have you, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what he does. I know he does woodworking. He lives in McAllen, Texas. I have no idea what he does. I really don't. I just know it says wood and working. And for me as a gay man, woodworking means a completely different thing. But for him, it's carpentry. So if you need some carpentry work done, y'all need to look him up. Need some new stuff in there. And I know that a couple of y'all just got a house. So if you need some stuff done, Tuvi's Woodworking, McAllen, Texas. Look him up on Facebook Watch. And on my Facebook page too, because his videos pop up on my Facebook page all the time. But y'all need to watch that because his shit is funny. So I'm going to let y'all go. And we will see y'all later on. I'm going to finish out the rest of the show. And I'm going to call John Floyd in a minute. We're going to get a little bit into a little bit of politics. And like I said, I didn't want to bring politics onto Facebook Live because I wanted to have a good time. We all in quarantine. I have a Twitter page. I have enough of that. Oh, Lord. Sometimes you just need a break. Y'all we just need a break away from all this stuff. And we going to make it through. As long as y'all stay home, everybody stay home, of course. Everybody make sure you wash your hands. I feel, oh my God, 1970s promo. Oh, one of those, no, not 1970s promo. I'm sorry. One of those little video. If you are my age, y'all remember those little black and white videos we used to watch? We used to watch where it was like, well, Johnny just came in from outside and Johnny didn't wash his hands before dinner and blah, blah, blah. Johnny needs to go into the bathroom and wash your fucking hands. God damn it. Wash your hands. Y'all know this. Why are we having this basic hygiene? Wash your motherfucking hands. Simple. Don't touch your face. Now, I had this on the show a couple of weeks ago where for those of us who do touch our face are usually people who wear contacts or glasses. Can't help it. We're either pushing something in or we're putting something in our eyes. So sometimes we do touch our face a little bit. And it's a little harder for us not to touch, not to have our hands somewhere in this area. So for those of you, this is for those of you who wear glasses. Everybody else, stop touching your face. For those of you who wear glasses or contacts, mate, please, every time you touch your face, wash your hands. Please wash your hand or wash your face. I know, because even though I'm not wearing glasses, I still have a habit of, touching something on my face. So make sure you wash your hands. Make sure you wear your gloves and your mask. Because I know mask, I wasn't about mask at the beginning, but now all of a sudden I have to wear a mask. Make sure you wear your mask. Do that and just stay home. Just make sure you stay home because I need to go back to work. I need to go back to work. Good Lord. So make sure you wash. Y'all stay home. Good God. Not having parties, not having barbecues with everybody in the family, not doing all that stuff. Stay home. Take care of yourselves. Because if you know Uncle Joe has been out there doing all kinds of shit. You don't want him in your house anyway. So if you didn't want him in your house before all this stuff happened, you don't want him in your house now. So just take care of yourself. I'm going to take off, and I will see y'all later. Y'all have a good evening, and listen to the rest of the show. It's That Little Gay Talk Show on all the podcast networks. Like I said, I'm not going through all of that. And y'all have a good evening. We'll see y'all later. I'm going to take these curls out later. So we'll see y'all later. Bye. And as for the show, hey, we're in quarantine. Oh, Lord. I'm doing a little bit of stuff on Facebook Live. Hey, everybody on Facebook Live. I am. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. For those of you who are listening to podcast land. Now, I do a simulcast of the show on Facebook Live as well as on the podcast. Last week I tried to do it, and everybody was doing them. Everybody was on Facebook Live, so I couldn't even get the video on because everybody was on Facebook Live. But I try to do a simulcast with the show. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and we're going to be right back. I'm going to have John Floyd on in a little bit, and he's going to talk some politics and talk about coronavirus and everything that's going on. Some information that everybody needs to know because it's important that you know this information. So I will be right back with more with That Little Gay Talk Show. I won't say Joel and Randy's Texas Tea. By the way, if you want to listen to old episodes when we were Joel and Randy's Texas Tea, go on YouTube. I have every episode of this show from the past on YouTube. Just go under Joel Tatum, and you can find all the episodes from 2 years ago when it was Joel and Randy's Texas Tea. So just go there and look for it because I'm not going to be uploading any new episodes onto Spreaker, any old episodes up to Spreaker, only new episodes. So we'll be right back. And we're back. We're going to finish off this episode of That Little Gay Talk Show. I know that Mr. John Floyd was supposed to be on, but due to technical issues, he could not be on. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the show with a thought, and I want everybody to think about this. We're going to be okay. We're going to get through this, and we're going to have moments of greatness after this that are going to be amazing. We're going to have a long time before we find whatever the new normal is going to be, because there is going to be a new normal after all this. We're not going back to the same ways. The same ways are pretty much done. So we can just go ahead and let that go. For some of us, going back to work will happen. For some of us, a lot of us, it won't. The new economy is going to make sure of that. But don't lose hope. And I think that's the most important thing. Please don't lose hope. Because once we lose hope, then we're doomed. And we can tell by the way that, we've been inside for a while and the earth is, in some places, is repairing itself. Oil prices are weird. Below 100. How do you get below zero when it comes to oil prices? That kind of thing. So we're about to learn a new normal, and I think we're going to be okay. I think as human beings, I think we're going to be okay. I think we learned a lot from this, and we're going to do better. I have hope in humanity. I have hope that we are really going to do better. Don't let a few bad apples, and this will be true, don't let a few bad apples spoil the entire barrel. I mean, good Lord, we're Americans. We're going to be foolish. We really are going to be foolish. And I'm going to keep broadcasting through all of this, no matter what happens. If we end up having to go back and things get worse, I'm going to be here. Because we need voices out here that are going to be here. I'm going to be here for you. Because if things do get bad, if we do go back to whatever is a normal for a lot of people. By the way, as someone put it, I think I know why most people want us to try to go back to normal, try to get the economy back in action because, well, basically put, they don't want to pay us to be at home anymore. And that's in any state that's has a Republican governor. They don't want to pay us to be at home anymore. Because if they pay us, their fear is that they're going to run out of money. So it's easier for it to have the businesses pay for it to get us back out there. Problem is that if it gets worse, they'll be to blame. So they're going to be taking a huge risk in doing this. I want to hope that it doesn't get worse. I really do want to hope that it doesn't get worse. But if it does, you know who's to blame. You know exactly who's to blame. And you should take your energy out on that. And as for the people who worked through all of this, for the people who are in the medical field, for the people who are working in the restaurants and in fast food, for the people who are working in grocery stores, who are providing us with all the stuff that we need while we're going through this, I want to thank you. I know that I thanked you on the last episode, and I'm going to keep thanking you. I want to thank you for putting your lives at risk for very little money. And I hope and pray that enough of you get together and say, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do this for little money anymore. We want what belongs to us, what we deserve. You should fight for that. You really, really should fight for that. You can walk away. You do have the ability to walk away and tell them, no, we're not. We're done. We are done. For those of you in the medical field, that's not easy, and that's not what you would want to do. You are there to help us, even the stupid ones, and you will probably be there to help the stupid ones. You are going to be there to help the stupid ones, whether you want to or not. We do this. You people in the medical field, you do it all the time. It's your Hippocratic oath. You do it. You'll help regardless. You help all human beings, even the stupid ones. And right now, there are a lot of stupid ones out there. You're going to be there for them. And I want to thank the nurses who are marching in front of Washington. I want to thank the nurses who stood in the streets in Denver and said, you know what? I want to get through to you what is important here. But if you don't listen, I'm still gonna be there for you. I'm still gonna be there for you. So I'm going to end this episode with that thought that we hope is still there. There, even through the stupidity, hope will always be there. And I want you to know that this show is going to go on, whether it's just me, whether it's five of us, one of us, but this show is going to go on because through all of this, it has to. So I want to give out all my shouts and all my love to you and say to you that John Floyd will be back in future episodes, but mostly for a few minutes here and there to talk about new stuff. Like I said, he will be having his own show and he will have a lot to say, and he's already building up a small following. So his show is going to start off very well, and I'm sure his followers are going to be excited to hear him on the air talking about the things that he loves to talk about. So that will be happening very soon. That little gay talk show is going to go through ups and downs. It's going to go through different types of people, and we're going to have a good time. Because eventually, we will go back to having a good time. And because that's who we are as gay men, we will go back to beauty and love and fun times. And I'm looking forward to that. I am deeply looking forward to that. So I'm Joel Tatum. I send you all my love, all my peace, all my heart, and all my soul to you. Good night, and let's make it through tomorrow.
Orbiting the Earth. Orbiting the Earth.
Remember, repetition is of the greatest importance.
This has been a Joel Tatum's production. I'm Joel Tatum. Please enjoy your life, enjoy your love, and enjoy everything.